project, I interviewed my mom, my Uncle Chris, my Baba and Dada. Baba means grandma and Dada means grandpa. And you'll learn about how my family came to New York City. You'll learn about the difference between my mom's side of the family and my dad's side of the family. I hope you enjoy this video. Bye!
I want to play this for you different than you ever heard before.
When did you guys first move to New York?
Well, I moved to New York City first. I moved in 1990, right after college. And Jenny came 2 years later. No?
6 years later. I came
6 years later?
in 1995, 1 year after college.
That's 5 years. You never were good at math.
5 years later.
5
Can we
years.
do that again?
No.
Cut.
This is all real, honest.
5 years later, 1995.
Cut!
We came in this country from Croatia, 1968.
Okay. Why did you guys move to New York City?
Because in this country, New York City was much better than in my country, in Croatia. It's much better life.
I came to New York City to be an actor because there's only really two places you can start a career. I mean, you can start a career anyways, but the big ones are New York and Los Angeles. And then I tried to convince your mother that she should be doing sitcoms and going out, which she was, I think, was going to be quite successful, but she decided the lifestyle was a little too herky-jerky.
Risky.
Risky, yes.
Risky.
Yeah. So she decided it wasn't for her, the whole like going on auditions and getting rejected and waiting for jobs and all that. As a matter of fact, it drove her quite bananas.
Where did you guys move from before you moved to New York?
I was in Kenyon College, which was in Ohio, and I was a theater major, and I came here to be an actor. And so I moved directly from college to New York City in 1990.
And then I got roped in with my brother who said, "You should be an actor too!"
Funny that.
Didn't work out so well for me.
I think she's trying too hard.
How did you guys travel to New York City?
To take that train. That was the longest train in the world. Yeah, because it went all the way to Rochester to Albany and then all the way down to New York. And we didn't have enough money for airplane at the time, so we took that train. We also took some awful bus rides.
When I moved to New York, I moved from Arlington, Virginia, where I lived for a year after college, and I drove in a huge U-Haul truck. And I had to get down the smallest street out there in a huge U-Haul, and I actually took a person's mirror off and was so scared that I just kept driving, and I've never forgotten, and I feel horrible.
Which is what every truck driver in New York City does as well. You have to chase them down and get them to admit they did it.
I came in a U-Haul.
I traveled from Croatia to New York City by airplane.
I traveled to United States by airplane 6 months after your grandpa.
How is New York different from where you grew up?
We both grew up in Rochester, New
In
York.
Rochester, New York, which is upstate.
Very suburb.
Suburb, meaning lots of houses, trees, not a lot of cars. It's a lot less busy. Kind of a little bit more like a country. We ran around in the streets, we played outside.
Yeah, I actually didn't come to New York City until I was 17, and I was so blown away by how big it was, I can't even tell you. I was in college. It was I think, just my freshman year. I came with Aurora for the first time, and I'd never seen buildings that big. I mean, we'd been to Toronto, but we'd never seen a big, bustling city like this. This was, I mean, I just couldn't even compare. Rochester was kind of a nice place to grow up. How's that?
We had really big schools with lots of fields, and everyone played sports, it seems, or did theater.
Hi.
So it was very different. A lot of outdoor time.
New York City as much as you like Croatia?
I like New York City same almost like Croatia to make money is here but I like Croatia to go to Croatia too.
Yeah. And you, Baba?
I like here. I'm happy here with all of you. And but I like to go to Croatia sometimes. Yes.
Is your acting career working for you?
No, it is not. For me.
Well, I actually went from acting, where I did a lot of theater, and then for 5 years, from 2000 to 2005, I moved to Los Angeles, and that's when my voiceover career kind of took off. And since 2000, my voiceover career has done very, very well, but it drew me back to New York because I got to be the voice of ABC News for 4 years.
Can you explain to our young audience what a voiceover artist does, please?
Okay, I talk into a microphone, I do commercials and narration and promos. That's the stuff is like coming up next. And I do animal shows and stuff like that for National Geographic and Discovery. And in New York City, I found in Los Angeles, all you did is drive around. In New York City, I like the subways and I like my cabs. Actually, I like the subways better.
Yeah.
I can get more places quickly.
We drive.
So yay NYC. It's treated me well.
And I stay in New York because, as your daddy said, why wouldn't you live in the best city in the whole world?
Yeah,
New York City.
where the Yankees are.
And I stay.
High five.
Because of Green Charter School.
Best school in the world.
Nice.
Nice tag.
Grew up in a town that was famous as a place of movie scenes. Noise was always loud. There were sirens all around in the streets of me. I can make it here, I can make it anywhere, that's what they say. See my face in the lights, on my name, my marquees found down on Broadway.